Welcome to another exciting episode of Chamber TV. Our special guest today is Daryl Bothman, President and CEO of Excella Technologies. You will also hear some vital information on charter government, and of course we'll have a question of the day. Now, from an underground bunker where we keep them locked up, here are your hosts, Jon-Mikel Bailey and Jessica Hibbard.
Welcome everyone to another installment of Chamber TV.
Hello everybody. If you're at your desk watching on this beautiful, beautiful day, let me send my condolences, but I am glad that you're joining us. If you're watching online, you already found our Ustream channel, but you can also connect with us on Facebook. You can search for Frederick Chamber TV, and you can also join the conversation on Twitter. The hashtag is ChamberTV.
Very good. All right, let's talk about Positively Frederick. This is our community blog. Anyone can submit something good that happened to you, with you, about you in Frederick County. It can be done via email.
Yes, it's really easy to post. You can go to positivelyfrederick.org for the instructions, and you can also read some heartwarming stories there. So our featured story this month is from a teacher at Brunswick High School. Her name is Sandy Bonesteel. And a few weeks before our conference, our New Media and Technology Conference, she contacted us because her class wanted to come to the conference. So sort of last minute, we contacted the Osherman Family Foundation and the Chamber's Board of Directors, got some last minute donations. We were able to offer scholarships to a dozen students from Brunswick High School to attend the conference. So she posted a little bit about that. It's a great story and something we were really proud of that happened over the last month. So check that out on positivelyfrederick.org, and you can read lots of other stories too.
Yep, the Chamber is very interested in getting all age groups involved in what it is that we do, so that was great to have them there at the conference.
It was
Absolutely.
awesome.
All right, question of the day. Here's your chance to win something exciting. Submit your answers. You can submit them right there on Ustream. If you're on Twitter, you can use the hashtag ChamberTV, and you can submit your answers there. Or Facebook to our new page. Search for Frederick Chamber TV on Facebook. And you can submit your answers there. We'll be checking those answers throughout the broadcast. The question of the day. Since March 18th, which is today, it's also my dog's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
but since March 18th is National Oatmeal Cookie Day, who knew? Who makes your favorite oatmeal cookie?
Ooh. My grandmother makes a really awesome oatmeal cookie. She puts raisins and butterscotch chips in it. Delish.
Wow.
Anyway, so chime in with your answer, and the person whose answer is selected will win this month's prize, which is a Frederick restaurant card. They have lots of great offers. Buy one, get one at a lot of local restaurants, so if you like to eat out in Frederick, and who doesn't, that would be a great prize to win. So chime in. Let us know who makes your favorite oatmeal cookie.
We all know there's really good restaurants in Frederick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mission Central. This is really about advocacy, and advocacy is central to the Chamber's mission. There's a local issue that's really heating up. The Board of County Commissioners just appointed a charter writing committee. So it looks like charter government will be a hot topic in the 2012 elections.
Yeah, it seems like it's far away, but this morning the Chamber and Leadership Frederick County just hosted a special breakfast to sort of get the conversation kicked off. And we had a guest speaker, Ellen Bogage, gave us a really informative presentation about charter government and the other forms of government that counties in Maryland use. Really interesting. We'll be posting a summary of her remarks and some video from the event online within the next few days. But you know, this is a conversation that we're going to be having over the next 18 months or so. The Charter Writing Committee is going to be hard at work drafting a charter, and we're just going to be trying to get the word out about why charter government may be a great choice for Frederick County.
Or why it may not. It's up to you all, the voters, but we're really trying to, at the Chamber, really trying to facilitate the conversation and talk about what charter government is, sort of dispel the myths, answer some questions, put out really some thoughts that the community has on what charter government is. So that is one thing that the Chamber's been doing is having these discussions, and they really are just discussions to talk about this issue, to really bring it more to light and to make sure that the community at large understands what it means to potentially bring in charter government.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how the vote goes, you know, I think most of us at the Chamber are very supportive of charter government. But, you know, no matter how the vote goes, we don't want it to fail because of lack of education. So we're going to be working hard to get the word out over the next year or so, and the 2012 elections will be here before you know it. So we'll be voting soon.
It's everywhere.
Start educating yourselves. Look on the Chamber's website in the next few days. Like I said, we'll be posting some video clips and some information. So if you have questions, feel free to contact us. We'll get you hooked up with some experts and get those questions answered for you.
Let's talk about Chamber factoids.
Yeah, these are the little facts that you can use to impress your friends at the next big cocktail party. So here's today's factoid. We just celebrated our 99th anniversary, and we're already making plans for our big centennial next year. So we've actually been visiting the Historical Society's archives and digging through a lot of historical documents, and we found that the filing fee for our chamber to become the first chartered chamber in the United States in 1912, it cost us $25 to file for the first charter in the U.S. In today's money, that would be $550.
You could buy a house for $25 in 1912.
Yeah, like you can order it from the Sears catalog,
Yeah.
right?
You stake a claim in a plot of land out in western Frederick County, and you're good to go.
We'll be uncovering lots of other interesting tidbits about the Chamber's history over the next year, and really looking forward to that big anniversary. So
I just wanted to say the annual dinner, Summit Awards, Live Here, Work Here Awards, fantastic event at the Weinberg. Great awards were given out. If you missed it, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. But it really was a great award, a great event overall, and I just want to get everybody to... Great job to the Chamber staff and volunteers who made that happen.
thanks. It was a great event. We're actually still sort of recovering around here because it is one of our largest annual events. But it was really fun and always great to recognize local businesses. So we'll actually be sharing information about the award winners over the next week or so too. So look for that on our website too.
Speaking of local businesses, Chamber has member-to-member discounts, and we always try to remind people on this show that it is important. It does make a difference to shop locally.
It does. I love going to Chamber member businesses, and member-to-member discounts make it even more affordable. This month, we have a couple of discounts that we're featuring. One is a Frederick restaurant card, which we already mentioned. Chamber members get a $20 or a 20% discount on the purchase of that card, so check that out. Also, our other featured discounts are from Milano Salon and Spa. They have a couple discounts that are active right now. 20% off salon and spa services. I think I need a spa day. I'm going to do that. And $14 off their No Compromise Leadership Workshop, which is coming up on March 27th. So check that out. Guests from Milano Salon and from Frederick Restaurant Card are here with us in the studio today, so thanks for joining us, guys. If you want to see a full list of coupons, you can visit frederickchamber.org and click on the red button that says member-to-member discounts.
It's really hard to miss. All right, front burner. This is where we bring in, hopefully, try to bring in a guest. Today we do have a guest. As our chamber grows, our membership becomes more diverse in many ways. We've started reaching out to different industries and segments to develop programs that will appeal to different groups. I mentioned the youth area, but other groups as well.
And, you know, one of the events we're considering for the future is a special program about minority-owned businesses in Frederick County. So today's special guest is Daryl Boffman, a Chamber board member and the president and CEO at Acela Technologies. Welcome, Daryl. Rolling in to join us today.
That's how he rolls. that was a good roll.
Well, good afternoon. Now since I'm on a roll, I might as well.
All right, well, let's get started. Daryl, tell us about your company, what it is, why you got started, how you got started. Give us your story.
Yes, believe it or not, when I was in grade school, someone visited my house and said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said two things at that time. I said an army man and a business owner.
There you go.
Didn't know how, but that's what I wanted to do. And for those of you who do know, I have served in the military, in the Army. I was a captain when I got out of the Army.
Well,
and
thank
now
you.
I'm a business owner, so I'm done.
No, you're not. Sorry.
For those of you who don't know, also Daryl's very involved in the community, so he does way more than that. Well, what unique challenges and opportunities have you faced as a minority-owned business?
I guess my biggest challenge initially was getting funding.
Really?
Yes, I served as a vice president for two other technology firms prior to deciding to start my own. And when I decided to start my own, I went seeking financial assistance to get it off the ground. And it was a nightmare
Oh, wow.
through that process.
I bet a lot of businesses deal with that, especially right now.
Yes. But I guess the biggest challenge is knowing where and how and why. During those times, money was pretty much given out to just about everybody, so I kind of figured I had a pretty good chance. So it was disheartening, but I never gave up. I ended up finding financing, and went on and started Acela Technologies. Other than finance, haven't been that many more challenges. Actually, I'm pretty blown away by the success we've had as a business with the type of customers we've been able to attract and retain. Some of the opportunities we encountered. We serve customers from California to Texas, New York, Chicago, Florida, Arizona, and small business right here in Frederick County, supporting Fortune 500 companies with their wireless needs. So I'm pretty proud about the accomplishments we've had. It is kind of rough getting off the ground, getting name recognition, getting in front of the right decision makers to get opportunities secured. Another challenge that I did face was early on, I targeted some federal contracts, and I partnered with some larger businesses, and they would win the contracts, but I never saw a dime for the opportunity.
Wow.
So, and I'm sure there are other businesses that deal with that issue as well. But one of the things I thought was important that we could do a little better here at Frederick is to just communicate, just have sessions where you actually talk about what are some of the challenges that minority, small businesses, women-owned businesses, veteran-owned businesses are facing, and try to help develop pathways to kind of help them reach that successful level a lot faster.
Well,
without some of the stuff.
a company like yours has had some success now, so especially during those types of conversations, maybe you have some insight or some tips for businesses and vice versa that could definitely help out. So I think that is a very valuable conversation. So how do you think Frederick County's minority-owned business community will change and develop in the future? What do you see as a future for that portion of the business community?
Well, first, I hope it changes. And when I say that, I mean there are some positive things happening in the county for African-American-owned businesses, but there are some things that I think we can do better. If you look around from a national and a state level, there are actually agencies that are assisting these minority-owned businesses with just getting them on the right path. Here's what you need to do when you're seeking funding. Here's what you need to do when trying to attract employees. Here's how you work with federal governments. Now, again, we do have like the Fort Detrick Business Alliance.
Fort Detrick Business
Development Office.
There you go.
FDBDO.
The alphabet soup.
See, I should have practiced that.
That's all right.
But and I understand they do a pretty good job of trying to educate some of the small business owners how to obtain federal contracts.
FDBDO.com if you want more information.
There you go. But locally, I think we need to do some of the same type things for county government opportunities, for city government opportunities. Just work with these businesses, kind of show them how to get in here. And then Fitzy. Fitzy does a good job of incubating businesses. I think it would be a great idea to kind of target, how can they target a minority-owned business, kind of help bring them into the incubator and get them off the ground. Because what I found is within the school board, if you don't actively target
And you served on the school board.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't, 10 years actually.
Yeah.
If you don't actually target those businesses to try to assist them, like we targeted minority kids in the school system, then you don't really change where you are today.
You have to have the intention.
You have to have
Right.
actions behind the fact that you have intentions to
Be
achieve.
careful what you wish for, Daryl. You might get volunteered for some new position. But, as a minority-owned business in the chamber, how has your membership helped? How has it helped your position to position your business for success in Frederick and beyond?
Well, I'll tell you, Rick Adams has been a great mentor. He actually listens, and that's the first step.
We have a standing rule here. Do not boost Rick's ego. That's fine. Go.
All right.
Keep going, Daryl.
Rick's in the room, so it's even better.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, to have those conversations with someone who has an open mind about,
Sure.
There are things that we can do better.
Mhm.
You have some that will say, "Oh, we're doing enough," but to actually say that we can do better.
Mhm.
And I guess that's part of the reason I'm here today is because he believes that there are some things we can talk about that possibly improve the environment. And when the African American businesses and the women-owned businesses and the veteran-owned businesses are successful, we're all successful.
Sure.
We all win
Absolutely.
with that type of
Sure.
arrangement. So it's not a way of kind of handing out. It's more of helping to step up. So,
Yeah, awesome.
Fantastic.
and there are a lot of other people out there with big dreams, just like I have. They can use a little help. And
That's what America's all about.
Well, and it sounds like, the big issue is just about getting people connected to the right resources. And luckily, the Chamber's tagline is making connections. So, I think we're in the right place, and I think we can probably do some things to improve that.
We
so.
can.
And you will be called upon to make that happen.
And I'll be glad to assist.
Great.
All right.
You heard it here first.
Well, thanks so much to Daryl Boffman for joining us today. Let's give him a round.
All right, the rollout wasn't as strong as
We'll
the
work
roll.
on that for the next episode.
Okay, question of the day. Have you got all your answers in? Quick. No? No?
All right, well,
Let's
to
get some answers in.
To remind everyone, the question of the day is, who makes your favorite oatmeal cookie? So, anyone? Do we have online responses?
We have no online response.
Well,
Uncle Ralph.
if there's anybody in
You're
the
just
audience
on
want to, anybody in the live audience want to chime in? Who makes your favorite oatmeal cookie?
Sounds like
Uncle
Jessica's
Ralph?
grandma.
The resident Mary by Marriott.
All right, well, our studio audience winner will get a Frederick restaurant card, unlimited buy one, get one entrees at a number of locally owned restaurants in the Frederick area. And our studio guest today, I know we're going to mention this in just a moment, but we are enjoying some oatmeal cookies from Renaissance Chef, so we are celebrating the holiday in style here.
Mhm.
No holiday goes overlooked.
There you go. There are wings too.
Wings, yep, we got wings from Wow Cafe and Wingery. So if you're not in the studio audience, you miss out on some great snacks.
Well, thank you for tuning in to our 4th episode, made possible by the following donors and volunteers.
Kelly Beach is our producer.
Randy Gray was our announcer.
Wow Cafe and Wingery provided wings for our studio audience.
Renaissance Chef, the maker of the best oatmeal cookies in town, provided oatmeal cookies for our studio audience.
Prize packs for our live studio audience were provided by Village Works Communications, Wood Street, Frederick County Office of Economic Development, and Baltimore Coffee.
Thank you to everyone who's here with us at the Chamber office this afternoon, and thank you for tuning in.
Join us for our next episode, Friday, April 15th at 1 o'clock. Between now and then, we'll see you around town and online at frederickchamber.tv.
Have a great weekend.